What's going on, everyone? So, reports came out about Victor Wembanyama growing an inch, right? Supposed to be 7'4" now, which means probably wingspan's a little longer, right? Like everything probably grew, right? And it's awesome. I love to hear it. Did a video about it, broke that down, talked about it. Go watch that video after this video, of course. But the reason I want to talk about it and bring it up again is, to me, this signals even more what I want to see from Victor Wembanyama as far as playing closer to the basket. Talked about it briefly in that video where I was breaking it down, but all offseason, really last two off seasons, I've talked very heavily about my distaste for Victor Wembanyama taking 10 threes a game. I don't mind him taking some threes, and he should take threes, right? That's part of the beauty of Victor Wembanyama is his offensive versatility, his ability to be 7'4" and a 3-level scorer, and his ability to take guys off the dribble and shoot over the top and finish at the rim and, knock down the three ball. I'm not saying he shouldn't take any threes, but my problem is the abundance of threes. Like when you're taking half of your field goal attempts from 3-point range and you're 7'4" with go-go gadget arms and can just essentially hold the player's head down while you just drop the ball in the basket. I don't need to see you taking, on 18 attempts, 9 threes a game, when the greatest shooter of all time only averages like 11 for his career. Right? You have Karl Anthony Towns, who is probably the best big man shooting big ever, and he's only taken like 5 a game on average. And those are some, and he has multiple seasons where he's not even close to that, where he was only averaging like 3 or 4 on average. And that's him playing power forward and stuff, not just center. Right? So again, I'm okay with him taking some threes, but it's not justified. If he was shooting 43% from 3-point range, then yeah, let him fly. Take 20, right? You're in great shape. But, last year he shot 35.2% on 9 attempts. It's a lot of attempts for a guy that only took 18.6, literally half of his attempts were from 3-point range, right? You can't be, when you're, again, 7'4" with the 8-foot wingspan and whatnot. Look, obviously he has a combination. Like I said, he's going to be knocking down the mid-range and step-back threes and taking guys off the dribble and stuff like that. But I also think it's part of the coaching, right? It's Mitch Johnson's job to put him in actions in which he's getting downhill towards the basket or operating closer to the rim or whatever, right? Like if you just allow Wemby to stand out, out on the corner like an NPC all game, or at the top of the key or whatever, just getting ready to shoot a 3, my problem is you're not maximizing the advantages. In a lot of ways, you're bailing out the defense. You want to keep them on their toes, right? To use football as an example, right? Like even when a team is stopping the run game, you still want to get, the run going. Kind of try to wear teams down over the course of the game, right? But to me, it's the same thing, right? You want Wemby to take a couple threes. You want to kind of put him in a position to where he has that chance. But you also don't want to bail out the defense, right? You don't want to bail out, teams that are like, oh, perfect. Let's just let him take 10 threes a game. And he's shooting 35% from the floor, as opposed to around the rim, he's shooting, 80. I think it's 74% or something like that, within 10 feet. Because the guy just turns around and just drops it in. He's basically, Galactus just grabbing a world. The guy is just unbelievable in that regard. And it's been, again, to me, it comes into the coaching. It's been my biggest complaint about Wemby. Look, Wemby's young. Year 2 is going into year 3. It's not something that I'm I don't think it's the end of the world, but I don't want to, early in your career is where you can start to build bad habits. And I don't want to see these bad habits carry on over the years, right? Again, when you're hot some nights and you're, 8 of 10 from 3, sure, let them fly. But we've seen a lot of times, especially late in games. I mean, last season saw a good amount, too many games, where the Spurs just shot themselves out of games. Right? Like, it's like a 1-point game and Wemby's out on the out on the top of the key, shooting back-to-back threes, 2 straight possessions, and it's like, put him on the block. What do you do? They can't stop him. It's a 1-point game. It's situational awareness. It's shot selection, right? It's coaching. Like, there's a lot of factors because Wemby's a young man, right? He's just kind of going with the flow of things. Hit a 3 earlier, kind of feeling himself a little bit, right? Rather than understanding, like, you don't need a 3. Okay, you take that first one, don't love it, but hey, you did it. Okay, now let's get to the basket on the second one. Not, oh, hey, you just missed 2 straight threes. Hey, let's take a third one because maybe you'll make that one. It's just like you don't need it. You're giving away points. And again, you're bailing out the defense. We saw that too many times. We saw that a lot last year where not just Wemby, I mean the team period, but Wemby is the guy, right? Like there was a lot of times where he's the guy with the ball in his hands and closing down the stretch and there to do and make the big plays and be the hero we all need him to be. Right? Like, and instead of him being put in these positions, which again, last year was it was a weird year, right? Pop goes down, Mitch Johnson steps up. He doesn't know, like, how much should I change? How much should I implement? So last year was kind of like, hey, let him fly, try to increase your percentages, this, that, and the other. Like, it was a very unique season for the Spurs, but we're past that now. Okay. Those 2 years are done. Great. Now we need to get back to proper basketball, winning basketball, maximizing your strengths, right? Like putting this team and Wemby and the others like in the best position possible to win as many games as possible. You can't, like, bad games happen, bad nights happen, even the best teams will shoot themselves out of games some nights and stuff. Like, it happens, but it can't be a regular thing. You need to have that balance, right? If he's taking 9 threes a game, he's got to be at like 25 field goal attempts, right? Like if a third of his attempts, right? Like if he's getting 20 field goal attempts and he's taking 5-6 threes, cool. I'm okay with it, right? If he's taking 15-18 attempts, then he should probably be at like 4 or 5, right? Like, he should be at about quarter to 30% of his attempts should be from 3. Because again, you don't want to fully take away from it. But I'm hoping now that he's 7'4" and grown an inch and all this stuff, that incentivizes not only him, plus he's working with Hakeem, working with KG, right? I'm hoping that everything that kind of transpired this offseason, I'm hoping will be enough to kind of push him closer to the basket rather than, continuing to be so far away. Or at least, again, that's my hope. But we'll see. Time will tell. Anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.